It's Google's big day on Thursday. It's the chance to showcase its innovation and indicate its direction for the future, the Google I/O conference. Joining us now to preview it is Jeremy Rosenberg. He's head of digital at Allison & Partners. So Jeremy, what are you most excited to hear from Google tomorrow and, of course, the following day? What's going to be the big focus for not just investors, but software developers and consumers this time around this year?
I mean, I love these kinds of conferences. They are really exciting. There's so much great tech and so much energy coming out of these kinds of things. You know, I think that there's going to be new OSs coming out. We've heard a lot about Chrome updates. We've heard a lot about Android updates. We've heard a lot about Android Wear and Internet of Things, which is still very much of an X factor. Everybody's jumping on this thing. They've got Nest in their pocket. They've got the cars going, so there's definitely a lot of connected devices happening. It's really going to be exciting what they're going to do with all of that stuff.
All right, so there's all of those things, but let's talk about something pretty interesting here. There's been a lot of talk. Google's made some significant strides, at least on a relative basis, in AI, artificial intelligence, and also virtual reality. Are you expecting any big announcements from either of those areas, VR or AI, tomorrow?
Well, I think that there's, I think on the VR side, it's a big crowd pleaser. It always is. People love the wow factor of it. People love seeing things that you just couldn't do a year before or 2 years before. Things like Cardboard was a big debut. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of those kinds of things. I think Google Glass goes back to that as well. Whether that ends up being something that is in the hands of a consumer anytime soon, that's always the big game. We really don't know when that's going to happen yet. We haven't turned the corner on VR yet. Augmented reality is still kind of in its early stages, even though it's been around for many years, still hasn't really caught on in a big way. I think the artificial intelligence angle, there's going to be a lot more to play with that in terms of things like the self-driving cars, how devices can talk to each other and really communicate meaningfully instead of just, is your thermostat set to 80? Yes, it's set to 80. Good job.
All right, so let's go along that line here. When you think about all of the announcements, product or otherwise, that Google's made throughout the year, you think Google Wallet, all the Internet of Things stuff, the cars, like you just said, what comes to mind as the next big thing for Google in your mind? What are we going to be really excited about in the coming year, 2 years, 3 years?
Well, I think I think the delivery on the Internet of Things, that's going to be a big one. We've been talking about it for a couple of years. I think that's a lot closer than VR or augmented reality or true AI or even self-driving cars. I think the real connectedness as that starts to permeate everybody's life a lot more, I think that's going to be the real promise. We've been seeing the home of the future since the 1950s of what the Jetsons was going to live like. And I think that's kind of where we're really going to see some big strides. And Google certainly has a great position to own a big part of that as they kind of step forward, as they take things like photos out of Google Plus and turn that into something unique. And then they're able to take that and spread it across the rest of their devices. So you have Chromecast and it can take the photos and put them right up on your TV as you're taking them. All sorts of different interactions between these devices and between these systems that Google has a hand in, and developers can really start to play with.
All right, so it sounds like what you're saying is Google, if it's not already in just about every aspect of our lives, it's going to be even more so in the next 1 to 3 years.
Absolutely, absolutely, Don. It's going to be fun for me, I think.
I think it's going to be fun for everybody, Jeremy. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us here. That's Jeremy Rosenberg. He's the head of digital for Allison & Partners, and I'm Dominic Chu. Thanks for watching the Tech Bet. Have a great day.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Downey from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here, and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series Young Money, Tech Bet, Kramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.